considering that I came from poverty mindset and a family that didn't have a lot. Suddenly I had all of these things and it wasn't enough. So when I got to my awakening and discovered that there is nothing, and I mean nothing, people, that can give you the happiness you're looking for. The happiness, the feeling of contentment, the joy, the bliss, the feeling comfortable in your own skin, all comes from what you have inside of you. To be with you on another Truth Telling Thursday. And today's topic is all about desire, the truth about desire. Now, desire is something that we don't think about, right? We want this, we want that, we long for this, we long for that. And it's kind of part of life to have these feelings of wanting things. The problem is that when we enter into the thought process of, I'll be happy when I get this, that is where we can get lost in our desires. And instead of our desires inspiring us, motivating us, and helping us to create clarity and great visions for our life, our desires can actually start debilitating us and taking us into very dark places. Yeah. So there was a time in my life where I had everything I think that a person at my age could desire, right? I was 22 years old. I had a beautiful husband who was doting over me. I could follow my passion of art and paint as much as I wanted to. We lived in a gorgeous house with a swimming pool and a jacuzzi and a beautiful garden, and in a sunny country where the sun shone most of the time. We could travel anywhere in the world, and I had freedom to do whatever I wanted to do. But the problem with desire is that we always look at what we don't have rather than focus on the gratitude of what we do have. So even in this wonderful setting, the mind always went to, I'm not good enough. I don't have this. I don't have an education for university, which is fine. If that would be my superpower to go after that, you could let that desire inspire you. But I just found that all of my desires were focusing on what I didn't have and focusing on lack. And that started to cause a downhill spiral of my emotional reality. So even though I had all of these things to be grateful for, even though I could wake up every day and literally just say, thank you, thank you, thank you, considering that I came from poverty mindset and a family that didn't have a lot, suddenly I had all of these things and it wasn't enough. So when I got to my awakening and discovered that there is nothing, and I mean nothing, people, that can give you the happiness you're looking for. The happiness, the feeling of contentment, the joy, the bliss, the feeling comfortable in your own skin, all comes from what you have inside of you. External things come and go. Yes, that means money. There may be a time where there's an abundance of money in your life. Something could shift and change in the world and change that. And suddenly you have no money or very little money, right? People can come into your life, and those people could as well have a change of heart, and boom, they're out of your life. Even people you've cared or care a lot about, right? So external things come and go. Even great health. There are people that have worked diligently on their health, doing yoga, eating healthy food. And, I have a person that I know that actually died of cancer while being one of the health junkies that I knew in the world, right? One of the most. So there's unexpected things that happen, that things come and go. So what we need to understand is, how do we find ourselves? How do we find the center? How do we find the place where we can stay inside of who we are more than what we have? Not allowing what we have externally to define us, because those things do and will change. The thing you can be sure of is change. Yes, change in health, change in wealth, change in abundance, change in people, change in job situations. Change is constant. And yet, a lot of us are looking for security inside of those changing factors. I want to inspire people in these type of conversations to really focus on what matters, which is who you are more than what you have. Now you can be an extraordinary person, grounded, centered, loving, feeling comfortable in your own skin, waking up and saying, yes, I'm alive and I'm going to make the most of it. And at the same time, you can be saying, I want to transform and change these things in my life. I want this, or I want that, or I want to create this. That's okay. As long as what you're creating or wanting to create is not putting you on a I'm waiting to be happy. I'm waiting to feel fulfilled. I'm waiting to get the respect that I deserve. And I believe that that is at the end of this desire. That is at the accomplishment of this desire. That is when I have got what I desired. And then I'm going to breathe and go, oh, life is wonderful now. I got what I desired. I'm sorry to be the bearer of the news that everything you desire comes with a twist. Yes, it does. Okay. You can desire to be healthy and you can get healthy, and then you have to maintain that health over the rest of your life. And that is work. That is dedication. That's focus, right? You can desire to have success in your business, and then boom, you have success, but then you have to maintain the success. You have to find ways to stay on top of the success. So everything you desire will have a twist in it, and you've got to be ready to be okay with the changing form of reality, right? The only thing that's constant is change. And I want people to live inside the power of change. Live inside the power of understanding. You came into this world with nothing. You're going to leave with nothing. So while you're here thinking about what you desire, do not attach your happiness to getting that thing. Have fun. Be playful. Go out and try to make it happen, but not from a place of this is going to give me something I don't already have. Everything you need to feel extraordinary is already inside of you, because it is your essence. It is your humanity. It is your light. It's your birthright as a human to feel extraordinary and to feel enough. We're competing in this world to be better than others, to get ahead. And inside of this competition, we lose ourselves. We lose our identity. We lose our sleep. We lose our well-being. We get frustrated. We become angry. We start to look at the world from a very negative perspective because we have forgotten what matters. Yes? And what matters is looking inside, learning about yourself, learning about how your thoughts, feelings, and action are very involved in creating your reality. Right? So I'm not saying don't have desires and wish for things. I'm saying don't attach your confidence, your happiness, your fulfillment to those desires. Yes? Get excited to build something. Get excited to create something. And what I would say about desiring and wanting things is get very clear about what you want, right? Take a moment, take some time, maybe now or shortly after this video, to write down all of your desires. Yes, all of the things you want, right? I want to be healthier. I want a beautiful relationship, and write down the what is important for you in that inside of that relationship, right? I want to have a business that allows me to travel or to live here or to do that, and write all those things down. Okay? Get super clear about your desires and what you want. Okay? And then know this, that everything you've written down will only come to pass depending on the work you're going to do inside of yourself. The transformation that's going to take place in your mind, in your emotions, inside of your body. Most people don't want to do the inner work, but they want external results. They want successful businesses. They want to have great relationships. They want this, they want that, they want that. But they don't want to stop and understand that the biggest hindrance to you having or receiving those things is your mindset, your emotional state, and what you're doing in actions every single day. Please share this video with as many people as possible, because we need to have people turned on to do the inner work. In our childhoods, we have all experienced some form of trauma based on our parents' relationship to themselves emotionally, what they told us to be true about ourselves and what we believed, based on our society's expectations of who we are and what we're capable of or not capable of, or how it works inside of the society. So a lot of us are working in old software with a lot of limiting beliefs. And we're focused on lack instead of abundance. We're focused on confusion instead of clarity. We're focused on blame instead of taking responsibility. So we need to start changing this, right? And it's important that as many people start to wake up to do the internal work that's going to allow us to create the human. I used to say 2.0. I did a TED talk on this. If you curious about that, go and listen to it. Human 2.0. But I'm moving further. Let's get to human, 5.0. Okay, we need to start elevating the human being by starting to understand the human being. And my work on this planet is to get as many adults excited about personal development, really understanding what that means, and then being able to start teaching young adults, young children, how to stay connected to what matters in life. We have rising depression, rising suicide, rising breakdowns. We have rise of people popping pills for ADHD, antidepressants, and all kinds of things, and not a lot of people saying, "Wait, what can we do about this? How can we change the way we think, feel, and act so that the human being can start elevating instead of circling downwards?" Okay, and it starts with these Truth Telling Thursdays, disruptive conversations that are going to be shared. If you're watching this, please share it on your Facebook channel, so that, or whichever channel you can share it on, so that more people can start understanding. It matters to do the inner work. It matters to dive inside yourself and ask yourself, am I living from a narrow perspective in terms of my desires? Does what I want me? Am I willing to do what it takes to create what I want, or do my desires simply drain away my enthusiasm because my mind is just focused on, it's never going to be enough. I received this, I want something else. I received this, I want more. I received that. So it's just this endless desiring, endless dragging down, never a moment to celebrate or to go, I am so happy that I have all of this, right? And then the question only becomes, what else can I create? And then it's happening from a fun, elevated place, not from a place of lack, from a place of I'm not enough, right? We cannot create from there. So thank you for being part of this conversation. I would like to do a little small mantra to close the session, just on I am enough. I am enough. Because this is where we start to be able to feel perfectly happy with who we are currently, what is happening in our lives currently, and even if you want to change what's happening in your life currently, even if you want to change who you are, it needs to come from a place of elevation. You cannot transform from a place of depression, from a place of low energy, from a place of feeling down. So whatever you're trying to create, you need to create energy and elevation. And that comes from rewiring your belief systems and thinking more empowered thoughts. Okay? So the thought, I am enough, yes, is a mantra that you can start using on a daily basis. Maybe just take a minute in the morning to just breathe into the sentence. Yes? I am enough. Yes? And you always see me moving to incorporate energy into these words, to infuse the wisdom of the energy body into every mantra that you're gonna do, right? It's not enough just to stand there stiff. I'm enough. You need to feel it in the core, in your feet, in your legs, in your arms, in your belly, in your hips, in your face, in your shoulders, in your breasts, in your hair, in your heart. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I'm smart enough. I'm strong enough. I'm grounded enough. I'm enough. I give enough. I receive enough. I'm present. I'm enough. I am enough. Feel it. I am enough. And we could go on here the whole day because it feels really nice. Just want to give you a taste of how important it is to think about something and then to embody something. Most people don't live in embodiment of these ideas, and that's why they continue to struggle. They don't want to do this mantra. They'd rather just think, oh, that's silly. Oh, that's so stupid, right? But trust me when I tell you, having worked with thousands of people, that it's powerful to start to tell yourself a different story and to feel that story running through your veins energetically, emotionally, spiritually. Get in touch with what you want to transform. Yes? So keep doing the work. Spread this message to as many people as you can. You want to operate your day from a place of I'm enough. Yes. And watch the magic happen. Mwah. Thanks for being part of this conversation, everybody. Keep flowing, keep repeating. I am enough. You are enough. Love you. Thank you so much.